Hi folks, this is Danny at Bradley James Classics, and I'm bringing you today a superb example of a modern classic, and it is of course a VW Polo. Now this one's a Mark III facelift from the year 2000. Now it's a very special little car. This will be the second time we've offered it. One of our very good customers bought this one from us, and he has traded it in recent times, and he's had a lovely time enjoying this car because it was in exceptional condition when he first had it from us, and we actually got it from the son of the original owner, which was a elderly lady who had kept this car since new. She had owned it for over 20 years, and she had kept it garaged and never drove it in the rain, and that's why it presents in such a stunning example today. There's no rust in these cars. Sadly, the Polo Mark III did suffer with some unbody corrosion, not this one. It is actually a 1.4 MPI, which stands for multi-point injection version. Now it says GT on the back, but that's what we call in the trade a bit of badge engineering. It is in fact a CL model. Now the CL gave an electric sunroof, power steering, and it had a sportier trim, rev counter, etc. But what's happened to this one? It's gained a GT badge, and I must say, you know, I probably wouldn't know the difference of what the spec was, but I think that probably is a nod towards these exceptionally wonderful BBS style alloys, which were like a split rim alloy wheel that VWs had fitted in the 80s and 90s, I guess, and it really does give the car an incredible lift. A good set of wheels, a good set of matching tyres as well. Now the vehicle has covered 77,000 miles, which isn't low mileage, but it's very low mileage when you consider the car is 25 years old. So it's exceptionally clean all round, and it won't take long to point out any very minor imperfections, and I'm going to go through all the good stuff. Now unfortunately it's had a little it's come second prize, let's say, when it's got a little bit close to something, so a simple touch-up would do it, but it's very nice to just show the car in all honesty. And there's a little bit of paint missing from that corner, and then this isn't really any damage, but somebody's fitted one of those door protectors, and it's left a little bit of sort of rubber, and I'm sure that would come off, or what we'll probably do is end up fitting a new pair of door protectors. But that really is it. The rest of the bodywork is in exceptionally good order. It's really lovely, original paint everywhere. I can't see any evidence of paintwork, and it hasn't been one of those cars that's been done up. It's just never been allowed to get too bad in the first place. Being garaged indoors for all of those years from the original owner is what's preserved this car. And when you look down all the straight lines, you'll see just how good it is. Just look how good it is. Just even inside here, it's so exceptionally clean, as it was when the previous owner first got it from us. And you can just see how wonderful it is inside. It's in such clean condition. We'll do the interior in a minute, but I just wanted to give you an example of just how clean it is. It's super clean in the engine bay area as well. Now this vehicle, despite looking so lovely, it's had a lot of money spent on it mechanically. So it's had a new cam belt and water pump fitted, which is quite essential on cam belt engines, especially if you're not entirely sure when they've last been done. And it's also recently had a full clutch, which is something we've done in-house. The old clutch had gone a little close to the bottom, so we knew it wasn't going to last forever and ever. It was feeling quite low, so for the sake of the clutch, we fitted a new one. So rest assured, the car has already gone through our workshop, been fully checked over, and it will come with a fresh 1-year MOT on purchase. It's an exceptionally good example, and I think it's a sort of car that would look good at a car show too, because they're just starting to get to the stage now where a Mark III Polo does get a lot of attention. Now one of the other reasons to buy this one is just how wonderful all that paperwork is. It has all the keys, it has its dealer handbook, all the evidence of repairs and servicing, and all the books are in here, and then a big wodge of accompanying paperwork. And for the majority of its earlier life, well in fact only to relatively recent years, we saw that the car had been taken to the VW garage. You know, there's even the original workshop manual in here is I'm sorry, the receipt for when the car was new. Now obviously because of data protection I'll be a little bit careful with some of the paperwork, but rest assured every scrap of paperwork associated with this car is still with it, and that all is included of course in the sale. No 6x9 speakers that have been put in there, and if you can just see, let me see if I can focus in, it's even got its original radio cassette. Isn't that wonderful? So that's great. The GT badge, don't let it fool you, I promise you it's a CL, and I'm going to show you under the bonnet as well because it's very clean there. Now being a, of course, being a German car, I thought it might be over that side, but no. No matter how many of these cars I get in and out, I never seem to get which side the bonnet releases on first time. So let's give that a pull and let's have a look under the engine bay. So a 1.4 engine in a car of this size, I can guarantee you it's pretty sprightly. Well, you can't really miss it's a 1.4 with that badge, can you? But if you can just have a little look under the engine bay as well, it's got a Bosch silver line battery, which is always a good sign. That's an ABS pump, and I think I mentioned to you that it has got power steering. That's a reservoir there, and this is a fairly new alternator as well, an auxiliary belt. I think I mentioned to you it's had a water pump because that was done at the time of the cam belt, and a recent clutch. So mechanically spot on. All our cars go through our own workshop, so you can be rest assured that the car has been fully checked over. Exceptionally good paintwork on this car as well. It's got its dealer supplier tag on the bottom of that number plate, which is white. So the VW garage who supplied it and looked after it for the majority of its earlier life. And as we walk around now, I will give you the opportunity to just see how very straight all that paintwork is, and then when I get up close here you can see excellent paintwork all round, and the car really is in exceptional order. Factory sunroof electric actually, which is a nice feature of the CL model, and as I just run down over the front there, I'm hoping I'm getting you the chance to look at this car from all angles. Now let's have a sit inside and I can show you the dashboard and just point out the fact that the Mark III Polo, which was a very popular car, they sold lots of them, and the facelift model did actually change a fair bit because when it's dark you'll know more so, but this is a sort of a newer style dashboard that they fitted, and at night time these will have a blue hue to them, so they're very nice, the dashboards at night. That will match of course the original gamma radio which is in there, the obligatory cup holders, and then little tray here which is something a period accessory of course. Ventilation, this is new. This is a new gear knob. It is a 5-speed gearbox, but I think that's a little sportier as well, so it might be a GT one to go with the badge. Lovely seats, excellent in the back. There's the electric sunroof here, and a 3-spoke steering wheel, and 77,000 miles in one of these Polos, if it's been well looked after, actually is pretty decent mileage. A good level of trim. I mean, the Polo was always probably the king of the small hatchbacks in the UK. A good sound system as standard. You'll see there's tweeter speakers fitted up there, and then the door speakers down there, and speakers in the rear as well. So really good condition inside as well. The only little imperfection I notice in the whole of the interior is that it's quite common on these, but you can see there's a little split in the vinyl, which is something that used to happen on these. And they also use a sort of, I'd call it rubberized paint, and that's just literally enough using your hand on there seems to wear it off, and then a little less so on the passenger side due to probably less use. So excellent condition, a VW Polo from the year 2000, a 1.4 multi-point injection engine, so quite this is the quicker one, quite sprightly the performance, and with power steering and a 5-speed gearbox, it is capable of doing the longer journeys. I guess retro classic and modern classic, and being over 25 years old, qualifies it for classic car insurance. So you will find, hopefully, a pretty good policy. I mean, we work a lot with Adrian Flux, and I think you'll find their classic car policy will give you a nice surprise when it comes to getting a quote for insurance. So it's in stock now. We can offer a part exchange with your existing classic, modern or light commercial. We can offer full UK delivery anywhere in the UK. We just need your postcode for a quote. And one final little look around this car, and I think you'll find this is probably one of the nicest Mark III Polo facelifts available for sale. 77,000 miles, predominantly owned by the same person for over 20 years, and then my customer who's owned it in more recent times, and I sold it to them, and the car was literally like new when they had it, and they've looked after it very well as well. So it's in stock, folks. Let me know if this is of interest, and if it is, I'd be more than happy to arrange a viewing. Anyway, there's a lorry coming, so I better sign off quick. Thank you for watching today's video, folks. It's Danny at Bruddy James signing out.